Hi everyone, it's me, your resident Bree here. Black lives still matter, and those links are still in my description below. Today is going to be a little bit of a different hair video. Last week's video was my 1 month update for my hair. This week's video is going to be me giving you guys the steps that you need to know, the steps you need to follow to twist your hair and cut down on time while twisting it. I didn't say this in the last video, but I did say I was a lazy natural. I just thought to do this on the fly, literally one day, whatever week it was, I was like, I'm gonna twist my hair. I went to the beauty supply store, bought hair. Hair was not pre-sectioned, hair was not prepared, and it took me 15 hours to do this. 15! This video is so you're not like me. I want to say off the bat, this is not a video to teach you how to twist your hair. There are a whole bunch of videos on YouTube that you can go and check out. That's how I learned how to twist my hair. There are plenty of videos out there already. I don't want to saturate anyone's timeline with that anymore. What I do want to do is tell you what you can do to prepare your hair, prepare your workstation, and prepare your time so that you can do this in the easiest amount of time possible, and it's a smooth and easy process for you. So if you want to learn some tips and tricks on how to do your twist just like I did mine, keep watching. Okay, so there are going to be 5 steps or tips, or I don't really know what I called them yet. We'll see what I called them in the title, but it's going to be 5 of them of what you need to know when you're twisting your hair, or when you want or you're thinking about twisting your hair like this for the first time. Before you even think about twisting your hair, you need to know what type of twist you want to do. You need to know if you want them to be thicker. You need to know if you want them to be thinner. You need to know if you want to use Marley hair. In this video, I will be talking about Marley hair specifically because that's what I use. You need to know how many twists you want to use. You need to know how long you want your twist to be. That's something that a lot of people don't really consider because a lot of twists and packs come in only one size, but I will get into that later. You need to know how much money you want to spend on this. You need to consider these things before you just up and decide that you want to twist your hair, because if you don't consider these things, you might end up with less hair than what you wanted, hair color that doesn't match your hair, hair that isn't as long or isn't as short as you want it to, and hair that just does not look good. So the first thing that you need to know when you're trying to get hair is you need to know how many packs you want to use. Now, I cannot be the only person who will ask somebody, hey, how much hair I need. They say 8 packs, I buy 8 packs, and I have no idea why I'm buying 8 packs. The hair packs depend on the amount of twists and pairs of twist strands you want to use. So, for instance, I have about 59 to 60 twists in my hair right now. That means that I needed at least 120 individual twists to do my hair, because for one strand like this, I use 2 separate strands to get the thickness that I want. This is actually a leftover hair strand that I have. You know, this is not what it's supposed to look like, so I don't know what this little fluke strand is, but if it was supposed to look right, it would all be clumped into one strand. Actually, I'm gonna just show you guys an example of a strand. Okay, so this is the hair I use. We're gonna get into this hair in a second, but this is not the hair I'm gonna be showing you guys that you can use. So this is one strand. This is what a strand looks like. These strands are folded in half. I use 2 of these. Here's where math comes in. Here's an old pack of hair that I have. 1 pack of hair usually comes with 16 individual strands, which means you have 8 pairs of hair to use, which means you have, for me, 8 twists. If I know that I need, or I average around 60 strands every time I do my hair, I know that 8 times 8 is 64, right? 8 pairs, 8 packs. I need 8 packs of hair to make sure I have enough for at least 60 strands or 60 twists. Now, like I said, I use Marley hair. I don't use the braiding hair or the straight hair, so I don't think these are considered Sinhalese twists because of that, but I like to use Marley hair. It matches my hair texture a little bit better, and it grips my hair a lot better. I can do my hair without it having to be dry. I can do my hair without it having to be blow dry, and it stays in really longer than anybody else who's done my hair. My hair has never fallen out. My twists have never fallen out when I'm walking around, when I do my own hair. So I think it's probably because of the hair choice that I use personally. As you can see on the back, she has the same type of twist that I have in my hair. You can crochet this. This is crochetable hair, and it's hot water setting hair. So pretty much, if you don't know, when you do twist, you want to set the ends of your hair with boiling hot water to make sure that it grips to itself and doesn't unravel. So because this hair, like I said, has 16 strands in it, most Marley hair packs are going to have 16 strands in it. This is also 18 inches. It doesn't show it, it doesn't say it. Majority of all of the hair you will find that's Marley twisting, braiding hair, whatever you want to call it, is 18 inches. This is very important to know because my hair that I have in my hair right now is 20 inches. You don't really want to try to adjust the strands to make it 20 inches because it can kind of make your twisting look off. But if you know how to do that and it doesn't look like that, all power to you. But if you're a beginner, I highly suggest that you just get the length of hair that you want. Now, how do you know that it is 20 inches, 18 inches? It is measured by this length. 18 inches, this is the inches. This is the inches right here. So if you want something longer than this, get hair that when folded is longer than this. Something that's also very important to know, I suggest, I don't know if other people don't do this, but I mean, I do it. I suggest that you open the bottom of the package. This hair is a little bit rougher than the hair I have in my hand. Jesus. Then the hair I have in my head. This is important because this hair can really hurt your fingers if you're twisting for a long time. So you want to make sure, this is obviously a lot softer than other hairs, so I've used it before, but the hair that I have in my head right now is even softer than this. Consider that when you're buying hair because it will also affect how the hair looks. It'll make the hair look like plastic. So by knowing these character traits of the hair, knowing this math, it'll help you know how much money to spend. A pack like this and most packs that you find at the hair store are gonna be $4.99 or $3.99, maybe even $5.99 for a singular pack. So I know if I need 8 packs, this is ranging about $5. I'm about to spend about $40 on hair. Now, just very shortly, very quickly, because, you know, I knew this video was going to be long when I got here. This is the hair that, oh God. This is the hair that I use. It's by this brand called Made. It claims to be the softest hair, and I can say after doing my hair for 15 hours, it was very soft. My skin did not break. My fingers were not bleeding. Everything was cool. It's 20 inches. It's very soft. You can do everything the same thing that you can do with Marley hair, hot water setting, all of that good stuff. This is in the color 30. This pack of hair was $8.99 because it's a double pack. Usually when you get hair, it's only one of these bundles. This has 2. Now here's where that interesting math comes in. What you want to know, specifically if you buy this brand of hair, it comes with 15 pairs of hair. I know I can do 15 twists with this. So if you buy a regular pack, like I showed you guys for $4.99, you get 8 strands. So if you bought 2 of those packs, you would get 16 pairs. So for $10, you'll get 16 pairs. With this, I get 15 pairs for $8.99. So for $1 less, you get 1 strand less. I'm not really sure why it's split up that way, but I bought 5 packs of this hair and I only used 4. It's still kind of matched up because I technically only used 8 packs of hair, but just so you know, if you want to buy this brand, that's how many strand pairs that come in this brand. It does not come with 16, it comes with 15. Okay, now that we got the hair logistics out the way, prepare your hair. If I had prepared my hair, I wouldn't be sitting down in one space for 15 hours. How do you prepare your hair, you might ask? Well, very simple. Wash it, condition it, deep condition it. Use the hair products that you plan on using for a regular twist out in your hair when you're doing your hair and preparing your hair. When you actually put the hair in, which I recommend you make this a 2-day thing, you do and prepare your hair, natural hair, come out your head the night before, and then install the twist the next day. Gives your hair time to dry. It's okay if your hair is a little wet when you put this hair in, but it gives you time to sleep, gives your hair time to dry, gives your hair time to really properly seal, and you should only really be using a maximum of 3 products in your hair when you're about to put these twists in. So that's why you want to use all the necessary products you would need for a regular twist out beforehand. Like I said, deep condition. Use a twisting cream. It'll help a lot. The individual sections that you make, so like this. This is one twist. My actual hair, when I'm prepping my hair, I want to twist my actual hair. It'll give your hair a chance to seal and be protected while you're waiting to put your twist in. I don't use the rubber band method. So this is also another reason why you need to twist your hair during this process, because it doesn't make sense to part your hair and have nothing holding the parts separate from each other. When you are parting your hair, use a mirror and take your time. You want to use 2 mirrors, one in the front, one in the back, so you can see what you're doing. You want to take your time, and the sections don't have to be perfect, but you want to make sure it's an easy pattern that you can maintain when it comes to oiling your hair. In the next video that's coming out, I'm going to show you guys how to maintain your twist, and I'm going to show you how important that is. I'm going to show you guys just a little bit what I mean by line work. This line goes all around my head to meet the exact same spot on the other side. So I'm literally just taking my finger. Look at that, straight. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by being intentional with how you part. You don't want to do this lazily, and like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Every one of my little actual squares are not the same length, it's not the same width. It helps when you actually take your time and part it. Don't get frustrated with your hair, okay? Take your time, take the breaks you need, but pre-part your hair and pre-part it the way you would want to maintain and deal with it. The rest of the time is in your head. When I did my hair, I was just like YOLO, and I was parting, twisting, parting, twisting. That's why it took so long trying to figure out the twist. Also, because usually I pre-part my hair, I already know how many twists are in my head. I didn't know how many twists I had in my head, and last time with this particular brand, I didn't buy enough hair and it ended up being a catastrophe. So doing that pre-twisting and pre-parting before you actually have to twist your hair allows you to know how many twists you have in your hair, if you will need extra packs of hair, if instead of buying extra packs you want to change the section and the sizing of your hair to fit the amount of hair packs and hair twists, pairs, yada 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 that you have. And when you're prepping your hair, do not forget to detangle your hair. Do not forget to detangle your hair, because once you part your hair, like I said, no rubber bands over here. We part, we make the section, we twist my regular hair like it's a twist out. Once that hair is twisted, you want to kind of keep it in that same section when you're adding the fake hair into your hair. So your hair is not going to even be opened up, spread out, combed through, brushed through until you take this hair back out. So you want to make sure your hair is detangled correctly and ready to basically be preserved, protected, whatever you want to call it with this style. So you've bought your hair packs, you've prepared your hair, you did your deep conditioning, you parted your hair, all the things I didn't do. You've already cut yourself down on time, maybe by like 3 to 4 hours. Now it's the next day, or you can do it on the same day, it's up to you. Say you do that, now it's time to put the twist in your hair. Things you need to do before you just grab that hair out that pack and just install it in your hair is that you want to lay your strands out in the pairs or the sections or however many strands you want to use per twist. So what I do, I open a package, unravel the rubber band, and I take 2 strands, stretch them a little bit, set them off to the side. That'll help you be able to just kind of grab and go when you are installing. It'll help you know how many strands exactly you have in each pack. You want to do that so you can visually see what you're about to do, what you're about to put in your hair. Another thing you want to do, prepare your products. Choose your product of choice. I like to use jam, oil, and the anti-breakage spray that I told you guys about in my last video. I always like to put this in my hair when I'm about to twist my hair and when I'm about to add twist into my hair so that my hair can stay nice and protected. Then I put my oil on top of it to seal my hair, and then I will install the twist. But have your products of choice. I do not put twisting cream back in my hair after I've already done it the day before. Because I'm a lazy natural, I had to do that. When I installed these, slows down the process. The more products you have to put in your hair, the longer it's gonna take to do your hair. And of course, it never hurts to have water by your side. Like I said, you can always put these in your hair when your hair is dry, but you can also put these twists in your hair when your hair is wet. It really is up to you. What I find is that when I redo my twists about a month after I've had them, I can't redo them again the next month because I usually am doing it on wet hair. And what you don't want is you don't want your hair, your real hair, to lock with the fake hair. And I find that that happens a lot more often when my hair is wet. Just keep it in mind that that is something that I've experienced and probably other people have experienced. And lastly, man, I don't even know if I've been saying the steps, but so far you've done all those steps. Step 5, twist. this is essentially where this video is going to end, because like I said, I am not teaching you how to put these twists in your hair. There are plenty of videos that you can go look up on YouTube, that you can see on Instagram, or how people twist their hair. What I will tell you is the method that I use, and then you can go from there. I do not use the rubber band method. Instead, what I do is I use the rolling in my fingers method. I like to roll it in my fingers, get the twist ready. I like to add a little bit of jam as I'm going, and you can go ahead and add that jam actually all the way down your twist. It'll just kind of keep everything locked and secured. So even if you have flyaways in your natural hair and in the twist, it will take a lot longer for them to come out of the twist when you use that jam. So yeah, that's it. Yes, it was a long video, I know, but these are tips and these are tricks and steps that I wish someone would have told me. This is a video that I feel like you don't really see. You see a lot of how to twist your hair, but not really how to prepare your hair, things to look for, the things that you should be using and doing to your hair to make sure that your natural hair comes out of this better at the end of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys find it informative. Next week's video is going to be me looking the exact same because I'm filming it after this one. It is a maintenance video of how I maintain my hair about 2 to 3 weeks in of having it done. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Stay safe out there and wear a mask. There's still a pandemic happening. Bye guys.